Hello and welcome to more Grant 24678. So today we'll be watching Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but of course you've probably noticed there are lots of changes. First of all, we're in better quality. I resurrected an old camera and I managed to get this one back. This camera is kind of good and bad. Obviously the good thing about this camera is it's good quality. It's actually in HD. And the bad thing, of course, is the sound quality is madly annoying. So that's the only problem. But we're going to watch this film tonight, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It seems quite a good film, not like some of the films I've seen on the internet, like this one film called The Ape, which seems absolutely terrifying. All about this mad scientist who's trying to cure a disease, and he's going to such extreme lengths by pretending he's an ape and killing people. I've not watched the film, but it does sound quite graphic. I want to get into sort of Egyptian films about mummies and things, but I think they're going to be a bit more frightening. So let's watch Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Of course it is important, because I know, to explain what film it is, because there are several versions of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde dating back to 1912. So I'm watching the 1941 version of the film. But I'm not sure whether that... tell me what the most famous version is. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Why is everybody sharing a book? Can't this church afford to buy everybody a book?
Oh my God, these people speak so beautifully. This is the father of this woman here. He just said, oh, I wish Harry wouldn't make so many demonstrations of affection in public. Very, very posh. Beautiful. Don't you wish that people could speak like that these days? Not very possible, is it? Half the world's lower class, and half of them don't know how to speak. And oh yes, there was a scene a minute ago which doesn't seem to make any sense at all, where he said when the woman says, oh yes, I'm nude like my hat. And he says, there's nothing about you I like. Now, I've watched that clip twice now, and it does seem like he says that, but why would he say that? There's nothing about you I like. Haven't done a bit of a diary for some time now. Perhaps I'm enjoying the film too much, but, yeah, I mean, it's quite good at the moment. He's just turned into Dr. Hyde, Mr. Hyde. So, yeah. I love how evil Dr. Hyde is, Mr. Hyde. It's very exciting, sort of how he talks, and sort of like, oh yes, my child, yes, wouldn't it be amazing? Sort of like how I used to talk in my Halloween specials. I can learn a lot from Mr. Hyde, I think. Yes, how to speak in a very eerie way, but it's not very clear. It's not very clear that Mr. Hyde is Mr. Hyde, because obviously he turns into Mr. Hyde, but it's not clear that Ivy knows that he is Mr. Hyde. I thought that Ivy thought that he was Mr. Jekyll, so that was a bit confusing. But no, I'm really enjoying this film. It's quite good. It's quite good, yeah. I love how he just trashes the house, Mr. Hyde. It's very funny. The way he just sort of just chucks tea over the place. He just gets his cup and throws the tea. I thought it was hilarious. And also, he just like spits pips out all over the place. And also, I like the scene, which I didn't mention before, where he's in the sort of sex nightclub thing, and he just pushes everyone over. I thought it was hilarious. I know I shouldn't find it very funny, but it is very funny. It's considerably funny when he just throws the grapes into her face. It's so funny. But it's time now to take a short intermission, as we've watched 72 minutes on Mega Video today, and so we had to wait half an hour. They're crazy this evening. Oh, don't you think? Yes, I think so, yes. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I got Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde fever. Fever, fever. So, that's that movie over.
Sadly, this review wasn't as good as the last one about King Kong, because I must have been enjoying the film too much to comment on it every so often. So that's the end of that video. Quack, 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 quack. So what do I think of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Quite a good film. What I like about this film is the fact that there is no really graphic scenes. It's very, very high class, very funny. So that's what I like about this film. Very good film. Does it beat King Kong? Probably not, but you know, King Kong has its reasons why I like it, and so does this one. So now to see if this camera's any good. Bye bye. Yes.